Don't panic. You're not looking at a monster or Sadako or just a weird girl. You're looking at me after I took a shower and I washed my hair. Yeah, I forgot today I was supposed to film the videos, and I'm like, damn. I already took the shower, and I don't like using a hairdryer because it actually ruins your hair, and my hair is long and a bit thicker than normal, so it would take me million years to blow dry my hair. So it would be the best way to air dry by itself. It's healthier and your hair will be more volumizing. That's a fact. Now, you requested me to do a video about who do we own in life and what do we do to repay them. Now, when your mama and your papa decided to have sex, yeah, you already own to God because He made sure that the circumstances was available for your mama and your papa to have sex, and therefore you automatically were placed in your mother's womb. The next thing that you own to is that how do I say this? What do people call this? Nah, I'm just gonna skip it. It is too inappropriate for me to say it because I'm not 18 yet. You own God a lot because it takes a hell for parents, especially those who already have a child, to decide to have a second child. Especially because Vietnamese do not encourage having three child. Having three children. Having two children is already a problem. So some parents would just want to have only one child. So thank you, God, for making it available for me to be born. And next, you own your parents. That is obvious. Like, do I have to talk about this? Your mother bare you for 9 months, and pregnancy basically almost ruins a woman's life. You know why? Because there's a tendency to have depression. It ruins her health and so many more factors. It could even cause death. And not only the mother will be affected, even the father will be affected. Because, how do I say this? Pregnancy is like period. But all of those emotional outbursts will be 10 times worse. And guess who will have to handle those? Yes, your father. You had better thank him for that. And I have. And next, if you have a sibling, thank them as well because, wow. Being the only child, high chance will make children feel like special because they're the only one who's going to be taken care of. But having another child in the house will automatically making them, well, from this perspective, the second most taken care of person in the house. And of course they will feel neglected, they will feel left behind, and you have to thank them because they actually cope with that shit for about maybe 10 to 15 years until your parents have had enough of your teenager shit and decided to take care of all of the two siblings the same way. So you might be thinking, well, all siblings are equal in the house. Well, that's not true. There are some families who discriminated towards the younger child. Yes, that is true. And the next people you own, how do I oh no, next about the parents, I forgot. And even after you were born, yeah, the death is still rising. They took care of you. They make sure you're not dead. They gave you the chance to study, to educate, and they make sure that you have a happy life. And well, most of the time, you see, the East culture, they appreciated affection, and sometimes affection could lead to this thing called violence. Not going too deep, but you get the catch of it, okay? And of course, your siblings also have to deal with your Rambo shit because apparently children is one of the worst thing ever existed in life. Many people think children are cute, but in my opinion, no. I mean, sure, they are cute and they are so swishy, but they are so annoying. I can understand that because they are young, they are not conscious of what's happening around them yet, but it still makes me annoyed. Okay? And of course, the death of your parents does not come And of course, your parents provide you with materialistic things. They also provide you with the love and the affection, unconditional love that no one else could ever give you. My mother always said this: remember, your future husband will be the second most loved man in your life. The fifth, your father. It can never be replaced, and I couldn't agree more. Like, I don't know about you, future husband, maybe I'll be forever single, but you will never be able to replace my father. And if you say, run away with me and leave your family behind, sorry dude, you're out of my league, okay? Okay. And of course, the same thing for mother. The mother, they are women, and of course they are more emotionally attached as you think, and their heart is a secret. And of course the children have a very big place in their heart. And of course you have to treat them nice. And basically raising you up, they sacrifices both physical and mental physically and mentally. It's very tiring. My mother tells me that all the time. And now when you're at school, you also earn your teacher for coping with your mistake, and is patient enough to fix them and make sure that you have a nice education, or not they will be fired. And especially your secondary teacher. Like, I don't know about you in elementary, each grade we have a different teacher, but in secondary school we have one solid teacher. Well, for one subject. The other subjects, they have different teachers. But for 4 years, she'll be the one who will guide you and make sure you grow up. And believe me, secondary school is really troublesome because, I don't know, high school used to be the most problematic time, but at this time, it's secondary school. Children are experiencing some weird hormone shit. And of course, parents, teachers, siblings, they have to deal with that. And of course, you have to appreciate teacher for actually coping down with you, and they will develop a strong affection. That's why you call your teachers your second mother or your second father if your teacher is a male. I don't know. And next, you own to your friend. Now, how do I say this? I don't have a solid best friends since childhood up till now because I am a really picky person. That is true. I am really picky when it comes to my friends. That sounds like a warning, but no, it's not a warning. What I'm saying is, your friends, if they do not leave you behind and they always stay by your side, thank them and hold on to them like forever. It's true though. There are some people when they get like the affection of a dependable person, they will stick onto them like parasite. It's annoying. But you cannot avoid those kind of people, just like fuckboys and drama queens. And of course, you own a lot to people around you who have helped you through through tough times, or maybe even through random times. Like, you own to the strangers who help you pick up the stuff on the street. You own to the neighbor who, like, I don't know, who helped you get away with stealing. Like, I've seen a movie about it. That neighbor is God. You owe many people in life, and of course, you cannot repay them all at once. It is a long progress, but probably the hardest debt to pay is the death of your parents. How do I say this? The Eastern culture is different from the Western culture. The biggest difference is how the children treat their parents. Well, for the Eastern side, it's more about it's more about the affection. Like, children, they don't sleep in a separate rooms like in Western countries. They sleep in the same room as their parents. And of course, they will develop like a tighter bond with their parents. I'm not saying that Western children do not then love their parents, but think about it. When parents grow old, where do Western parents go? Either they're staying in their own house or they're moving in with their children. Either way, they will be taken care of 100% by their children. While in Eastern countries, you know the catch, okay? I don't have to explain. But of course, that doesn't mean Western children don't love their parents. It's just that I don't feel that the bond is that big. But of course that has many advantages because there wouldn't be that much conflict. Oh, believe me. Affection comes with a lot of conflict and it makes me go cuckoo all the time. And the only way to pay the debt of your parents, basically be a good child. Make your mother and father proud. Make sure they have a good life after they retire because let's be honest, old people, they are hard to take care of, but they're your parents. They gave you unconditional love. You must give them the same. And yes, I use the word must. It is a strong word, but in my opinion, it's a must, okay? It's not a should, it's not a have to, it's not a may. Definitely not a may. You must take care of them, okay? Okay. They cope up with your shit, you have to cope up with their old people shit, okay? Okay. And of course, for the death of God, you cannot pay that. Unless you're a religious person and you have your own ways. I'm not a really religious person. So, whatever. Thank you for listening, watching. I don't know, maybe you're just watching this while searching through some kind of web